So Mitch, was this sort of part of the plan all along, or has this sort of come about in the last few days?
No, it's been in the works for a while. Actually, sort of brought up with Alyssa a while ago, and then I had a chat with Gav, the manager, and Cracker in India. Actually, if the case was that the girls made the final, I was pretty keen, obviously, to get back, and they're extremely supportive, as is Jael and Finchy and the rest of the boys. So very appreciative for that, and grateful to get the chance to go back and support Alyssa and the girls, much like she was around for our 2015 World Cup. So I think that was very special for all the boys involved there to have their families there, and so yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity to repay that, and looking forward to hopefully seeing the girls lift the trophy.
Have you been at any of her World Cup wins before in other formats?
Yeah, I guess back when the T20s were run jointly. We obviously haven't fared too well in T20 World Cups, but the girls have been phenomenal. So got the chance to see them win in Sri Lanka and in Bangladesh as well. Saw them win a one-day World Cup in India. So they've been pretty special to obviously the girls, and for me to be there supporting Alyssa and watching is pretty special as well. So hopefully another one in the bag come Sunday night.
Pretty intense following the semi-final yesterday. At what point did you sort of start to feel comfortable with that, with the run chase?
When they won. I get more nervous watching Alyssa play, and definitely more stressful on the bus than I do playing these days. And it was great to see a lot of the boys get around and watching on our travel day on the bus. So they've definitely captured the support around Australia and overseas as well. And hopefully there's a massive crowd in Melbourne on Sunday to see a big final, Australia-India. I'm sure the organisers couldn't have hoped for anything more. And definitely, I think the way the girls have embraced the pressure of a home World Cup, along with all the bumps along the way, obviously the first game and then the weather around, I think they've done it beautifully, so they deserve to be there, and hopefully it's a fantastic game and a big crowd.
It obviously worked out okay yesterday, but like the no reserve day, is that sort of just a no-brainer that there should be one in these tournaments?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Considering it's a double header, there's obviously no downside for either team with turnaround for time between finals. So I think it's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's going to be the same thing for our World Cup come October, but obviously one I think that should be looked at going forward in definitely in world events when you get situations like yesterday where one game's washed out and a couple of hours later, thankfully the rain stays away and you get another game in. But I'm sure if both games were washed out, everyone would be barking mad at the ICC for no reserve day. So yeah, I think in my opinion, it's no brainer.
Do you know, is there any scope to change the rules for the men's tournament? Like, it's still a fair way away. Have you heard anything that might happen?
No idea. I only heard the other day that it was the same for ours. So I guess it's not for one for me to change the rules. It's up to the ICC, isn't it? So yeah, look, it's personally I think it's a no-brainer, and if that's the way they go for our World Cup, I think it needs to be looked at for World Cups and world events going forward.
Mitchell, can you talk us through the scene on the bus? Like, is it on your phone, or how many phones is the game on? And talk us through sort of how.
Yeah, there wasn't too much internet coverage for some of that 5-hour bus trip, so I had mine going the whole time. But as it got closer, I think a few more boys logged on, and I think Jael had it going on the whole time as well. So got down the pointy, and a few guys had phones dropping out, and there were a few crowded around different phones watching the game. So it's pretty tense. Obviously, keeping an eye on the radar, it didn't look great, but managed to keep the rain away. So it was pretty intense game. But by all reports, the girls seemed pretty calm. That's what Alyssa said anyway. So it was probably more stressful on our bus.
And mate, it's sort of been like that for your whole tour here, isn't it? Like, what was it like? That I think it's another bus trip where they were 3 for 12 or something against
over in Perth. Yeah, and
like how were you on the plane and the bus when that was
I think we were on the bus at the back end of that game on the way to the hotel. So got to see the back end of that one, and it was pretty tense, that one as well. So especially after the first round, they're all must-win games from there pretty much. So but look, it's been great to to see it from afar, and great to, as I said before, see how they've captured the attention of everyone in Australia and definitely everyone in the cricketing world. Definitely more of the blokes around this group have caught on and asked the question and followed it along as well. So it's they're doing great things, and I think they obviously, if they play well enough to lift the trophy on Sunday, they thoroughly deserve all the recognition for it.
And mate, I know you're probably not into giving Alyssa advice, given she's won quite a few World Cups, but you've played in front of 100,000 people at the MCG for a final. What's the key to, I guess, harnessing that atmosphere and not being overawed?
I don't have an answer for it. I think just embrace it. They're under no illusion how special it is to play a home World Cup, and to they've worked so hard to get to the final. They've as I said, they've come through a few hiccups along the way, and they've played some really good cricket, and as I said, captured the attention of everyone around the world, around the cricketing world especially. So I think they've embraced the pressure of a home World Cup. Now they just have to embrace the atmosphere of it, the pressures that come with a final. As you said, a lot of them have won plenty of World Cups in the last few years. So it's another cricket game. It's just going to be louder and more people watching. So I think you just got to enjoy the journey, and it's whether you win or lose, it's going to be a great spectacle. So there's always going to be pressure there. There's just a few more eyes on them this time.
You mentioned you're pretty stressed out when you're watching. How has Alyssa been the last couple of weeks when you've been talking to her? Like, she seems a pretty relaxed sort of character a lot of the time. Has she been that way in chats to you?
Yeah, it's been pretty relaxed. The time difference doesn't help, so there's not been too many long conversations. We don't talk too much cricket, so she's been pretty relaxed about it all. Even through the Tri-Series, they're all pretty relaxed, and which I think is a great indicator of where they're all at. So they've been letting the cricket do the talking and embracing the journey of the World Cup. And as I said before, it's going to be a few more people there, and it's a big occasion. But as they've done for a number of years, they're just taking it in their stride. So look forward to watching it on Sunday.
Mate, just with Pat and Josh preparing to go over to the IPL, you had any sort of second thoughts about that? And what are you planning to do with your time off? It's such a rare period for you to have that time off.
Yeah, I've pretty much booked a month of golf. No, wouldn't change it for the world. It's been a pretty gruelling sort of 10, 11 months for a lot of guys. Those who met up in camp on the 1st of May for the World Cup. It's pretty much been non-stop till now, and we go home for two more series. So, don't envy those blokes having to keep trucking out and bowling. So they're going to earn their cash. Look, I'd love to obviously take part in the IPL again at some point, but I think having this chance to refresh the mind and the body after such a long time on the road, for a number of us, I haven't really had, barring sort of a week, maybe two along the way of those 10, 11 months. It's been pretty gruelling. So hopefully we can get through the next couple of weeks unscathed, and it'll be a pretty good one to sit back and just reflect on sort of 10, 11 months. Getting the body through it and playing some decent cricket along the way, but we've got two important series when we get home to focus on, and I think someone said it the other day that New Zealand are going to be at full strength, so it's a good indicator of where we're going to be at. Obviously we've got some work to do in the one-day team. We're building nicely in the T20 team, so and then once we get through those two series, for a few guys it's a chance to just refresh and recharge. For some guys, they kick on and play some more T20 cricket. So I wouldn't change anything for the next couple of months.
Mate, so just going back to what you're talking about at the start, but obviously that World Cup final was a really special moment for you, that huge wicket, man of the tournament, all that kind of thing. So what does it mean when your family and your partner is there? Is that sort of what makes a night like that?
Absolutely. I think definitely for the group there, the players and the staff, to have that moment after the game with all the families in the change room. Obviously winning is very special, but to have your loved ones there, your family there, who for a lot of them were there for the journey of the World Cup, it's pretty special. So I think that was a big part in wanting to get back and to repay that, I guess. And we we didn't take for granted how special that was for that whole group of players and staff to have everyone there for a little while after the game just to reflect together and so I think it's just going to be another special moment for the girls group now and for me just to be not a cricketer, just be a husband watching on and hopefully get to congratulate them all after Sunday night.